I like to honor spring with, with color and presence and a great deal of joy.
It's spring in the Alberni Valley, and the Native Garden at the Rollin Arts Center is in the midst of a makeover.
We're going to basically concentrate on the middle garden, and what we want to do is we want to get it weeded, add some more plants to it, and we'll top dress it with some of that beautiful compost that Larry has over in the far corner.
The Native Garden is one of 3 gardens that we have here at the Rollin Arts Center, and the Native Garden being indigenous plants to the area. This garden in particular needed some tender loving care, and so with the help of landscape artists and gardeners themselves, this place will really become magic, just like the rest of the gardens here on the Rollin Arts Center.
Today's makeover includes lots of weed removal, raking away debris, and planting new plants and ferns. But these volunteers aren't just gardening. They're actually preserving history.
I don't think people really understand what the Rollin Arts Center is about. It's called the Rollin Arts Center because of the person who built this house. Fred Rollin built this house in 1912, so it is considered a heritage house. We are located on 4 city lots, and the gardening part of it sort of came into play with his wife Ellen. Ellen's family is originally from Victoria, and at the turn of the century they owned an exotic nursery there. So there was a love of gardening with the Rollin family.
And according to the volunteer gardeners, the Rollins' history is still firmly rooted in the garden today.
You can see that the plants are so mature, but you can feel the history in it. There's a few properties where you can just feel like they just speak to you, and this is definitely one of those gardens that really speaks to me.
It does have a long history, and as a child, when I went to 8th Avenue School, it had a beautiful garden, and he had some marvelous plants and trees. He had a monkey tree, which I hadn't seen until then. So yes, it has a very long history, and we were very lucky that the city sponsors us to continue with this piece of property. And there have been a number of people who've given a great deal of their life to maintaining this garden.
Volunteers are indeed an integral piece of the puzzle that keeps the Rollin Arts Center and its gardens alive.
Volunteers are an extremely important part of the Community Arts Council and the Rollin Arts Center. That's how we survive. People, if they can volunteer regularly, wonderful. If they can volunteer once a season, great. There's always something to do here, from weeding to raking to pruning the hedges to deadheading flowers. There's always help needed. So even if you can volunteer, an hour or a couple of times a week, whatever, people are available. The volunteers are extremely important, and it's something that we really always look for and very much value.
In Port Alberni, I'm Jenny Fortin.